People often ponder how INFJs, despite their preference for secrecy, have a profound insight that goes beyond conventional perception. But being anonymous actually has more benefits for INFJs than people realize. Here are 8 explanations for why the most sage INFJ hides in the shadows. Because they can reduce distractions, they come in at number 8. INFJs are protected from the spotlight by anonymity. In a society where openness is demanded and there is continual criticism, the most sage INFJs may labor quietly without the distraction of outside expectations by maintaining their anonymity. They escape the pressures that frequently come with recognition by ignoring it. Public personalities may experience unrelenting scrutiny, criticism, or even idolatry, which may cause them to lose focus on their primary goals. In order to focus their efforts on their chosen endeavors, anonymity puts these distractions at bay. The most sage INFJs are better at upholding personal boundaries, while acting secretly. They are not required to participate in social media or media appearances that could interfere with their personal life. They may continue to concentrate on their task without interruptions thanks to their autonomy. A feeling of liberty is fostered by anonymity. INFJs with the most wisdom may work on initiatives that are in line with their ideals and values without feeling pressure to meet social norms. They are allowed to make unrestricted judgments and preserve their integrity because to this freedom. 7th, as a result of their well-focused contribution. The most astute INFJs can covertly create networks and partnerships. They can join forces with groups and individuals that share their values in order to maximize their effectiveness by combining their resources and knowledge. These partnerships frequently flourish in the background, generating a feeling of cohesion and common goal. An ongoing commitment to causes is made possible through anonymity. To be relevant, prominent leaders may need to regularly change their priorities. Even so, the most sage INFJs can maintain their resolve in their selected spheres of influence, promoting long-lasting transformation throughout time. Rather than acting for personal benefit or attention, their commitment is motivated by a sincere desire to change the world. Their efforts are certain to be driven by a sincere sense of purpose thanks to their anonymity, resulting in genuine contributions that are untarnished by ego. So the smartest INFJs may retain a laser-like concentration on their chosen areas of contribution while functioning covertly and anonymously. It enables them to work deliberately, develop successful partnerships, and leave a lasting impression motivated by their sincere devotion to their objectives. How else can anonymity allow an INFJ to concentrate on their chosen fields of knowledge and passion? 6th, because it is how they truly have an influence. In contrast to those who want fame or acclaim, INFJs are driven only by the desire to bring about constructive change. Their donations are sincerely intended to improve the lives of others thanks to their altruism. They frequently have better access to vulnerable groups of people or delicate topics because of their anonymity, outside the limitations of public interest. They can operate covertly in settings that need confidentiality and confidence. This makes it possible for them to support those who most need it in a more significant and meaningful way. The most sage INFJs can think strategically. They are not constrained by the urge for quick fixes or rapid fulfillment. This enables them to pursue initiatives and issues that might need persistence and time to produce lasting impact. Their influence is based on a solid foundation of profound knowledge and empathy. They have a tremendous capacity for relating to people and communities, providing sincere assistance and direction. Their efforts aim to promote long-lasting transformation and empowerment rather than merely making superficial improvements. 5. As a result of their humility and altruism, the most smart INFJs may stay modest in their endeavors because they are not drawn to the allure of popularity or public acclaim. Their attention moves from themselves to the influence they can have, cultivating a sincere feeling of altruism. They are able to escape the ego's shackles by being anonymous. Sometimes receiving public attention might make one feel more important or entitled. The most smart INFJs avoid the distractions that often come with a public persona and stay grounded and committed to their objective. The wisest INFJs put the greater good ahead of their own interests. Instead of pursuing selfish gratification, they are motivated by a genuine desire to have a beneficial influence. Anonymity helps to strengthen this dedication to unselfish service, as their deeds speak louder than any praise or recognition. Being humble and unselfish while being anonymous is consistent with their core beliefs. It enables people to maintain their authenticity and integrity, ensuring that their activities are motivated by a sincere sense of purpose rather than outside influences. Does working undercover allow you to focus on your purpose without regard for your ego or personal benefit as an INFJ? 4. As a result of their profound empathy, the impulse to seek for personal acknowledgement is eliminated by anonymity, without the allure of celebrity or attention. INFJs with the most wisdom can remain modest in their endeavors. Their attention turns from themselves to the influence they can have, cultivating a sincere feeling of altruism. They are able to escape the ego's shackles by being anonymous. Sometimes receiving public attention might make one feel more important or entitled. INFJs with the most wisdom stay grounded and committed to their goals, without any distractions that can come from having a public profile. The most enlightened INFJs put the greater good ahead of personal gain. Instead of pursuing selfish gratification, they are motivated by a genuine desire to have a beneficial influence. Being anonymous helps to further their dedication to unselfish service since their deeds scream louder than any praise or applause. Being humble and unselfish while being anonymous is consistent with their core beliefs. It enables people to maintain their authenticity and integrity, making sure that their activities are motivated by internal motivations rather than outside influences. Third, due to their capacity for dodging expectations. Because there is no obvious identity associated with the INFJ's behavior. Without the continual scrutiny of an unanticipated audience, they may work freely. This freedom enables people to make choices independent of outside constraints and based on their actual intents and beliefs. Because of their anonymity, individuals have the freedom to decide how and when to interact with other people and their causes. They are not restricted by the demands of constant exposure or involvement in public activities. This adaptability makes sure that their behaviors are motivated by true dedication rather than the need to uphold a certain reputation. The smartest INFJs can concentrate on their objective without worrying about failing their lovers or supporters by staying out of the spotlight. Public celebrities could be forced to compromise their authenticity in order to live up to the expectations of their fans. Their activities will continue to be consistent with their basic ideals because of their anonymity. Additionally, anonymity enables them to experiment, take measured risks, and modify their strategy as necessary. Without worrying about criticism from the public or passing judgment, they may experiment with novel ideas and unusual approaches. The most sage INFJs are therefore empowered by their anonymity to function beyond the constraints of outside expectations. They are given the freedom to act in accordance with their principles and sincere dedication, to concentrate on their mission and to make decisions, eventually resulting in more effective and motivated activities. Do you, as an INFJ, also feel constrained by obligations and expectations that prevent you from acting freely? Second, because of their capacity for upholding honesty. INFJs may uphold their firmly held beliefs without worrying about judgment or criticism. Due to their freedom, they are able to do actions that are completely consistent with their sense of integrity. The smartest INFJs can function with a level of openness that is frequently difficult for individuals in the spotlight. Since managing a highly manicured public image might occasionally result in concessions on authenticity, they are not required to do so. Through total candor, interaction, and engagement made possible by anonymity, they are able to form stronger and more genuine ties. Lack of external acclaim or acknowledgement only serves to strengthen their dedication to altruism. They are not motivated by selfish interests or egotistical desires, which taints their acts. Selflessness is a sign of honesty and what motivates them to do what they do. The wisest INFJs may remain constant in their ideals and principles throughout all facets of their lives by acting in an incognito manner. They are not faced with the difficulties of juggling divergent public and private selves, which might undermine one's integrity. First, because they effectively advocate for causes. INFJs can work covertly on topics and causes that may call for maintaining a low profile thanks to anonymity. This can be especially important when supporting oppressed groups or speaking up on delicate issues. Their anonymity makes sure that their acts don't arouse suspicion or unwelcome attention, which might impede their advocacy activity. The most intelligent INFJs can take use of their capacity to create sincere connections and networks while remaining anonymous. Instead of relying just on their public persona, they may build relationships based on trust. This trust frequently results in stronger partnerships and allies, which are crucial in promoting meaningful change. They can avoid any political or administrative barriers that would obstruct lobbying activities because they don't have a public identity. They are more adept at navigating systems and can advocate for resource allocation or policy changes without running into the same pushback that public personalities may. Does working incognito help you create networks and acquire resources more successfully as an INFJ? The most enlightened INFJs do so for reasons that are deeply ingrained in their beliefs and dedication to having a positive effect on the world. They continue to have a long-lasting impact on everyone they come into contact with by doing this. Why do INFJs wish to excel without other people's attention? How does your wisdom grow as a result of your experience and humility?